everyone, welcome back on Gayatri's English Hub. I am back again. You can see me again. I hope you guys have been doing really great. So have I been. I have been good. Life has been treating me well. So I have ma'am today, Smrity ma'am. You must have seen her somewhere in some of the videos because she is quite a familiar face on YouTube. She has had multiple conversations with so many people. She also has been one of my students where I was working on an application. I am not associated with that anymore. So I welcome you to the conversation. I want you to enjoy every bit of the conversation because I'm going to discuss almost 2 years of her journey, what all she has done in order to achieve the level of fluency she has right now. And if you want to connect to me, you can leave me an email or you can connect to me on Telegram. I will definitely leave the links on my description box. So please check it out. Let's say hi to Smriti ma'am. Hello ma'am, how are you doing?
Hello, I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. How about you?
I'm doing great as well. Thank you so much. So, Smriti ma'am, let's go with an introduction about you.
Yeah. First of all, I want to say thank you so much inviting me on your channel, and I'm really so excited. So, as you know, my name is Smriti Sarup. I live in Gurugram. I hold a bachelor's degree in arts. I'm a homemaker as well as a YouTuber running two channels. The first is Nirmal Vidya Sahaj Yoga Meditation channel. I share meditation content there. And the second is Pure Knowledge for English beginners, aimed at English beginners. As far as my hobbies go, I love working on both of my channels. So this is me in a nutshell. Thanks for listening.
Most welcome. I have watched videos on both the channel. I have watched videos on Sahaj Yoga meditation. I have also watched videos on your spoken English where you interact with people. But one thing which I'll tell here is like, Smriti ma'am, I have been observing you since the time we connected on that application. You remember, right? Where we connected.
Yeah,
And since then, somehow we have been in touch for almost 2 years now, on and off.
yeah.
We have been connecting with each other, and I have been closely observing your journey. So I remember talking to you like 2 years back on call, discussing things, and now when I see you talking to people, it shows that you have put the work behind. It's been 2 years, you have been still on the path. But I'll start with a question that how things started. I mean, how did you decide? When did you decide that you should work on the language?
Okay, so first of all, my daughter and I, 2 years ago, my daughter and I had an opportunity to translate speeches of Shrimataji, who is founder of Sahaj Yoga Meditation. So we translated that, and after that, I remembered my desire that I want to learn English, and that's why I immersed myself completely in this language. I watched lots of conversational videos. I downloaded some apps like Duolingo, Namaste English, and then I subscribed Ace Fluency. And then after that, I joined English Yari too. And I try to read something. I don't get that much time, but I try to read something, or as well as I daily speak. I daily connect with a person, one-on-one person on Skype group. So that's how I worked. So
That's really great. Um, it's been over 2 years, if I'm not wrong. More than two
yeah.
you have been learning
More than
the language.
I think just 2 years, not more than two, because I started my journey, I think, in 2022, and that was in month of December, I think. So that
2022.
can't count that year.
Okay, let's not count that. So 2023 and
Yeah,
2024, you
yeah,
spent a lot of time on your things. Yeah,
yes, yes.
that's how we can say that. Great. So like when you do something for over 2 years, especially
Mhm.
learning the language, a lot of learners they lose motivation. Like I'll ask you a lot of questions, but first I want to start with this only, that they lose
Yeah,
motivation while practicing English, and at times they give up, they get scared. So how do you maintain that, that process? How do you maintain that motivation, that enthusiasm, that excitement to learn the language? So,
there is a burning desire in my heart. I want to become an eloquent speaker of this language, and I love this language very much. So that's why I always remain motivated, and I never feel it is monotonous at all. Whenever I have little bit of time, so somehow I want to just devote uh, of learning this language only.
that's really great. Then Smriti ji, actually what happens with ladies, with women, they have a lot of responsibilities to take care, right? And then this is how they somehow disconnect what they want to do. Maybe at times they forget to practice, or maybe they have to deal with a lot of things, family members, relatives, friends, kids, and whatnot. There are a lot of things, and then they get in guilt, right? There is a guilt
Mhm.
that they feel bad about, that oh, I'm not able to practice, or I have not been able to consistent with my practices. Did you ever
Mhm.
face something like that? Did you ever feel guilty not practicing English for months or for days or for weeks?
Generally, I don't feel guilty because I that time I think in English.
Okay.
So that's how I utilize every time. Whenever I'm not able to practice, I am not able to watch, I can't read, I can't write. That time I can think. So that's how I utilize my time.
uh, Nice to know that. I have like seen, or even I feel at time guilty about not doing a lot of stuffs which I really want to do, which I feel is
Mhm.
like everyone knows that learning this language, specifically this English language, can definitely give them edge, right? It can give them edge there in their career, in their academics. It can give you
Mhm.
a kind of respect at times. If you know English, people consider that you are intelligent. So it is a kind of
Yeah.
standardized symbol for societies that if you speak English, you are really good, something like that. I get in guilt, but then I feel like okay, let's go for an alternative, or maybe. But then like okay, after breaks. So when you take breaks, I remember your daughter got married once, if I'm not wrong, right?
Yeah.
There was a break
Yeah.
for a month or
Last
two
year.
last year, right?
Mhm.
So there was a break like almost for 1.5 month. You might not have been able to practice much. So how did you
Yes.
get
Yes.
yourself back from that lost journey or lost path? Like it happens, right? When there is a break for a month, for 2 months, it's very hard to come back on the track. So how did you motivate yourself that okay, let's practice again, let's come again?
Immediately after that, I joined English Shari.
Okay.
And then I realized that I never forget anything. I didn't forget anything. I was there. I was also surprised, yeah, how I maintained that.
Mhm.
But I didn't forget much. So I was so happy when I joined that uh, app, and I really enjoyed my journey there.
Oh, great to know that. Like I have one more question here is like, so when you come back on track, or I actually want to ask something, that people who want instant results, like It happens to me because I'm a trainer, and I know that a lot of people, when they come to me, they say that I want to improve my spoken English in just 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, like something like that, or even in 21 days. So they have very unrealistic expectations at times. And you
Mm-hmm.
have been in the language for 2 years, and still you are on the path to grow, still you are on the
Yeah.
path to learn more, and still you are so down to earth that you keep saying, Gayatri, I have to learn a lot, I have to accumulate a lot, I have to impart a lot. So how do you stay consistent with that?
First of all, as you told that someone think that they can learn this language in 2 months. So I don't think it is possible because we learned our mother tongue that like I am 53 years old. So I learned in 53 years, and then also sometimes I can make lots of mistakes in my own mother tongue. So we can't expect. It is a foreign language, so it is impossible to learn uh, perfect. No one can learn perfectly, but no one can learn English in 2 months, in my opinion, because we all have different kinds of other jobs also. So we can't. And your question was that how I can maintain my
Consistent.
how I maintain my enthusiasm. That
Yes.
was I your question. So I told earlier also, I love this language very much. So sometimes I feel demotivated. Like sometimes I feel I'm not able to speak. So that day never I don't connect with the person. I read something, I watch something. So that's how I maintain my enthusiasm. So next day I maintain myself, and I then when I connect with someone, so I remain so enthusiastic. So that's how.
Oh, that's really great. I mean, it's really important. One thing which you have repetitively said, and I also feel that you said that multiple times, you have said that you love this language. I think something that whenever you do something, if you learn something or if you spend your time on that particular stuff, you should love that stuff. You should not do
Yes.
something which you don't like. And I think a lot of, or not a lot of, I'll go for like 80-70% learners take it as burden, you know. They take it, oh
Yeah.
gosh, like I have studied for years and years, and now I have to learn this language to get a good job or do something like that. But they do not take it in a way that if they learn it as language, it can help you to
Mm.
express yourself better. I mean, no disrespect to any mother tongue or any regional languages. I love Hindi, I love Punjabi, I love Gujarati. Multiple languages are there. But then I feel that English is also one of the beautiful languages in the world when you can express yourself. There are, like, to be honest, like, there are a lot of things in Hindi which are considered as taboos. People don't like to
Yeah.
talk about them. They feel very awkward. They feel very off while talking to that. Whereas English gives you an option to talk about that particular thing in a very different way and in the most polite way possible. Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
This is how I feel
Yeah.
about English, and this is the message for everyone that if you want to learn English, you must love the language, live the language, immerse yourself in the language. That's how it helps you. Great. So, Smriti ma'am, I have one more question here. Is like when you come across learners who are starting their journey, right? Recently, they have stepped in the journey of spoken into the journey of spoken English. You must have experienced, or you must have seen them getting very desperate. Oh, I just
Yeah.
want to, I am not able to do that, and I'm not able to learn the words. I'm not good at this, good at that, and whatnot. Like, I mean, they keep saying that this is my major problem, this is my major problem, this is my major problem. But I remember I never noticed you saying this. Like, I never noticed you saying in any of your videos that this is my major problem or vocabulary is my major problem. See, if there is something wrong, you are supposed to work on that. So how do
Yeah.
you take or things, how do you retain or be positive. How do you sustain that positivity in you? So that is something which I love a lot about you, your vibrant nature, your vibration, your positive nature, your smile. But then how do you maintain that positivity?
First of all, thank you so much for your lovely compliments.
Mhm.
So I just maintain because whenever I feel something difficult, so I try my best, and I never hesitate. I ask to my children, I ask my husband, my friends, and you are there, and all my other trainers, and now chat gpt also there, so we can ask anything, we can learn, and we have different kinds of videos, and we can just search on google, so that's how we can learn.
Mhm.
So we never feel shy to ask. I always think like that. So when you ask something to naturally everyone uh, explain, and then if someone not like to explain, other one will explain to you. And now we don't have, if we don't have any option, so we can just ask to chat gpt. So that's how I maintain my enthusiasm.
Great. No, actually, like when learners come to me, the very first thing they do is like they demean themselves before someone
Mhm.
else judges them, before I analyze them, before I assess them. They are the one who are their biggest critiques. They are the one who,
Oh,
I am not good at English, I am very poor, I am very weak, my this part is weak, my that part is weak. And that is something which I feel that it holds a lot of emotions when they say that. According to
yeah.
Swami Vivekananda, what you think, what you speak is something which gets your reality at, after a certain period of time. If you are saying that I am poor with my spoken English, you will be poor, right? It's just
Yeah.
that
So
people have to acknowledge, and then they have to decide that, okay, what could be the process to improve. But they should not
mhm.
keep repeating this all the time. I am poor with my
Yeah.
spoken English, right? So how do you deal with such people when they say, Smriti ji, you have really good command over the language, you can talk now, how did you learn? And so how do you encourage them or support them, mentally, because this is a very strong process, right? So,
Yeah. Yeah. So I always tell them that don't think like that I am here, just see my journey first. I wasn't here then, means earlier I wasn't here. I put lots of effort, so you also put from your side. And as well as don't do not think that if I am not able to speak in english, switch to hindi that time. But don't stop yourself, just try to speak. And if you are not able to speak, switch to hindi. You know hindi very well, or whatever your mother tongue, because we have to think like that, that we have lots of other, we have to count all the blessings. Always I always say this, we have to count our blessings. If we count our blessings, to at that time we and when we feel that we are fortunate, so that time only we can learn something, or we can have something. And if we go in front of god, that time also we have to say, I am completely satisfied because I am having you in my life, I am healthy. So if you say I am healthy, so you will become also. Otherwise, if you just complain, I am having this issues, that issues, and please uh, take care of myself, and please give me that, give me those, these things. Accept the instead of this, we have to say, I have this, thank you so much. And whatever you think good for me, please grant that only. So I always say to the god almighty this, and I always suggest this. whatever someone uh, Whatever someone asks, whenever someone asks something, that how I can improve myself, so I always say, And sometimes I also give an example of a lady, and she is not knowing English at all, but she very well can maintain in front of my husband's club party. She very confidently speak in Hindi with anyone, and I always think about that lady,
Mhm.
and that how she is maintaining herself. That time I feel hesitant in my heart that I am not able to speak in English, so how I can talk here. But she was so confident, and everybody loved her, her confidence. So I always tell them that if you don't know English, so don't worry. Whatever you know, you speak. You have to speak, and you try to learn English.
This is so true. Um, I'd say, Smriti ma'am, thank you so much for answering all these questions. You have been in the journey for 2 years, and I would definitely tag her on the conversation. Guys, do go through her channel. She has uploaded a lot of conversations with even professional trainers. So those conversations will help you out. And Smriti ma'am, thank you so much for joining me. I would really request you to give a last message to my audience, which if you had to summarize your journey, 2 years of journey
Okay.
of the language, so just summarize it and just tell them how they can keep up with this.
Okay, thank you so much. So, I want to say that 2 years ago, I wasn't able to speak a sentence in English. Sometimes I feel, and I feel like if I tell something wrong, so I just think that I shouldn't speak some words also sometimes. So, but now I'm in front of you all, and I tried my best. And now we have this smartphone, so anybody can learn English. It is not a rocket science. Anybody can learn. I'm a homemaker, and if I can learn, everybody can learn. And there are lots of options. We have to learn, explore, and we all can learn. And I want to say that Gayatri ma'am is really very good trainer, and she always provide lots of what should I say?
Inside.
Lots of insights. Yeah, lots of insights. So if anyone want to join her, so please join, and you definitely will learn lots of things here.
Thank you so much. And thank you so much for joining me today. We will definitely have more conversations in upcoming
Yeah.
conversations. We'll
Okay.
discuss multiple topics. Thank you so much, everyone. Stay tuned to my channel. If you have not subscribed it yet, do subscribe. Connect to me on my other social media platforms. You can connect me on Telegram. You can leave me an email if you have any queries or if you want to take one-on-one coaching or group classes. Thank you so much for watching. Keep learning and stay strong. No worries.